I'm Shelley Johnson. I have my tea, and I'm inviting you to join me as we hear some words and give them space to do a work in us. So we've been learning that Jesus' hidden agenda has been to usher in God's kingdom. And he's done that in the now, and he's done that through himself. And what we'll discover as we continue our reading of the New Testament is he's also ushering in the kingdom through his church. That's the big capital C church. You and I, we live in a culture that serves us up a constant stream, and has my whole life, serves us up a constant stream of beliefs that tell us to look out for number one, that tells us we're better off on our own, that is very confident in telling us that we can do things better ourselves. We can be our own strength and our own light. But that is not Jesus. In fact, Jesus' message is quite the opposite. If we picture the way Jesus walked the earth, he did not go plant himself in a building alone to hope that people, a few, might trickle in and find him there. No. Jesus knows that we're better when we're together. So what did he do? He went out to where the people were. He talked to them, he preached to them, he healed them, he loved them. And he went to all sorts of people of all different countries and socioeconomic backgrounds. Some were wealthy, some were poor, some were men, some were women, some were believers and some weren't. But he went to them and he loved them all. He served up a whole bunch of truth, but also grace and compassion. But you know what else he did? He collected them. He brought people not only to himself, but to each other. He didn't leave people alone by themselves. He always told them where to go where other people were, so that more people could come together. I said, maybe Jesus is like a magnet and he pulls us together to be community, because he knows better than our culture, better than our enemy, we're better together. It's why he prays for us in John 17, to be one with him and one with each other. It's why in Philippians 2, Paul basically begs the church to be like-minded. Come together, have unity. We are better together, and that's a very different message than what the world offers. And if we aren't careful, we're going to keep letting the message of the culture seep into our churches, seep into our beliefs, and we might keep believing something I've heard other people say pretty much my whole adult life. Oh, my faith is private. And that's a cultural belief. It's not a Christian belief. It's actually a very dangerous belief, because what it does is it isolates us. It separates us up and it sets us up for really harsh division. So guess what? Solitary, private faith, being alone, off in isolation, that's the goal of the enemy. Guess what the goal of Jesus and his kingdom is? Community, unity, oneness. I don't know about you, but I feel some pretty strong convictions. And I think when we live as part of God's kingdom, we're meant to lay down our agendas for his. Let's pray about that. Let me know how I can be praying for you, and I'll see you back here soon.